Hello, everybody. It's about that time. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. This should be a big treat. This is Evil Twin Brewing, and this is their Little or Lil, L-I-L apostrophe B, which is a 11.5% alcohol by volume imperial porter. That is a monster porter. Most of the average porters are around 4 or 5%, and this is more than double that. And for those of you who don't know, the Evil Twin Brewing, that is McKellar's brother, the guy that brews McKellar beers. This is his brother, Jeppy. He he brews some awesome beers, just like his brother. I mean, I've not had a bad beer from either one of those guys. So I bought a whole 6-pack of these when I ordered from Lucas Liquor, because I've not seen this here. I'm not saying that it's not here. The stores that I shop at around here, unless you go to a specialized craft beer store, and that's about a 30-mile drive for me up to Blacksburg, and I don't make it up there as often as I used to. So I buy most of the stuff at Kroger's down here, or the Kroger's across town that has the bigger beer selection. So, and a lot of the beer you've been seeing lately, my subscribers are sending to me. So that's why you see me doing a lot of the beer mails and a lot of the beers that people are sending to me. And guys, I appreciate y'all sending those to me. I cannot get those beers here, and I do appreciate it. And I hope y'all appreciate the shout outs and the beer mail videos. It is appreciated for sure. So let me say that before we get on with this beer. This is a monster sized beer, and it says right here in big white letters on the back of the bottle, bottled in 032013. So this was done March of last year. It's 11.5% or so. It's not going to go bad anytime soon. This beer is going to it'll keep 10 or 15 years. I do appreciate them putting that on there. I mean, it's stamped right on there where you can see it. I mean, it isn't written in black where you have to empty the bottle before you can even read the date on it, like a lot of the breweries are doing. That white or yellow writing on the bottle is the hot tip. I mean, especially when it's got beer in it, so you can read it. A lot of them you have to pour it out before you can even see that date code, and that sucks. It really does. This particular one is brewed by Evil Twin Brewing in Stratford, Connecticut. So he is over here in the States brewing now. He was brewing overseas, but now I think he's over here on this, across the pond on this side doing these brews now. So that's a good thing for us. So we don't have to, the beer usually makes the beers a little less if they ain't got to ship them across the Atlantic Ocean. So that's a cool deal. That is a cool deal for us craft beer drinkers. And like I said, he does some awesome stuff. Bought a whole 6-pack of it because I know he does good stuff. This is, like I said, an Imperial Porter, and I don't know if it's going to be dark like a stout or if it's actually going to be a little lighter where there's going to be a little bit of light coming through it or some red tinges around the outside of the glass. We're getting ready to find out. The commercial description on this: shall one compare thee to a fair beer? Not even this perfect porter before thou will do thee justice. Thou art more complex, brave, and cunning. Thou have changed more than a brew will ever. Thou may be lil or little. Mind is greater than words can speak, and beer will ever taste. Whoa, deep thoughts. Well, we're getting ready to find out how good it is, and I hope I'm not disappointed on this one. I don't think I will be. It doesn't have the IBUs on this, but I did tell you it was 11.5%er. The food pairings for this beer: cuisine is barbecue. The cheeses are buttery brie, Gouda, Havarti, Swiss, and since it is a porter or a stout, they go well with chocolate dishes. And the meat is beef, smoked meat, and grilled meat, like most of the dark beers say they are. And the glasswares, pint, becker, the Nonix, the tumbler, the mug, the stein, the Sidel. I chose the Duvel glass, so that's what I use for these big imperial porters and stouts because the shape of the glass enhances the aromas. This beer says not recommended for extended selling unless ABV extends average range. Well, would you not think that 11.5% would extend the average range? Yeah, I do think so. Duh. Alright guys, that's all we need to talk about on this one. They are classifying this as an American porter. And according to this, it says brewed at Two Roads Brewing, is what it says here, in Copenhagen / Brooklyn, Denmark. And it says right on the bottle that it's not done there. So he probably has brewed this before he moved over to the States. So just my opinion. I'm just guessing there, guys. But I just told you where this one was done at. So without further flapping of the gums, let's flap the cap and get it into the glass. Right, 11.5. You think it's going to pour ahead? Let's find out. Straight down the center. And it's basically just like yesterday's beer was. When you get to this size of a beer, a lot of times, I ain't going to say all the time, a lot of times it doesn't pour a very big head because of the big ABV. That one poured a tad more than the one we did yesterday, but not much. It's basically just covering the top of the beer. Over into the light, it is pretty dark, guys. I am not getting any light even around the outside of the glasses. Looking at the beer, I could see it had a red tint to it as I was pouring it in, but as it's in the glass, I do not see any red ruby color around the outside of the glass. It is pretty dark. Basically black. Looks pretty good though. Let's see what we got. Let's get a nose on it. Oh yeah, that smells wonderful. Get a little bit of the alcohol, not a lot, but there is a little bit. There is not an IBU listed here on I think this is Rate Beer. I'm looking. Yeah, Rate Beer does not have the IBUs listed here. Chocolate, cocoa, coffee, dark fruit, raisins, dates, plums. Maybe a little brown sugar in there. Smells very sweet. A lot of these beers do. I mean, when you get to this size, it takes a lot of malt to make this, but you got to have the right amount of hops to bitter it up, so it's not overly sweet like some barley wines are really sweet. This is not quite as sweet smelling as a barley wine. Wow, smells delicious. Let's give it a taste. See what we got. Cheers, everybody. Oh yeah. This one is not quite. This has got just a little bit more bitterness than the one we did yesterday. I would say that the IBUs on this one is between 55 and 65 on this one. Just guessing, just my opinion, because it doesn't say. But it's not quite as sweet tasting as the one we did yesterday, the rye. Oh wow. Coffee, chocolate, dark fruit, toffee, caramel, tobacco. Speaking of tobacco, this would go good with a cigar. I might have to fire one up while I'm sipping on this. This is awesome. This is really awesome. And it's got a date on the bottle. Wow, double awesome. Well, it's 40 degrees out of the fridge. It's going to probably taste a little bit better once it warms up a little bit. And give the other half a sip or two or three, whatever she prefers to take, and come back and do the final chug. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left. Oh, this beer is awesome. Now that it's warmed up, the chocolate and the caramel and the dark fruit, coffee. Very nice, very well balanced, very well made beer. It's delicious. Glad I bought a 6-pack of these. Let's do the final chug. I may sell her a couple of these. Let's see how they mature and change over time. With the bottle date on the neck there, I know when it was put in the bottle. So it's awesome, guys. If you can get your hands on this, you need to pick this up if you're into the Imperial Porters. Very tasty. I loved it. The other half loved it too. A little more bitterness to go with the sweetness on this one than the one we did yesterday with the rye. Very tasty. Guys, I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. It's that good to me. Not quite to the 10 range. I like that bourbon barrel taste in it, but this one doesn't have any of that because it's not aged in any bourbon barrels, but it's very tasty. It's tasty. It's tasty. I could very easily give this a 10, but I'm going to give it to 9 today. We'll see how it matures, see if I'll give it to 10 later on down the road. So, with that being said, let's go over and see what the other guys think. We'll go to Beer Advocate first, and they say 93, which is in their outstanding range. And I think that number's a little low, but it is an outstanding beer. It's definitely worth picking up. Let's go over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer says 99 overall and 95 in the style. Pretty impressive numbers there. So they're about where I'm at. If I was putting a number on it, I'd give it a 98 or 99 myself. So I'm looking forward to aging a couple of these and see where they end up at in a year or 2 or 5, and maybe re-review this down the road. So with that being said, guys, if you've had this particular one from Evil Twin Brewing, pretty damn tasty. It's definitely worth trying if you can get your hands on it. So let's go take a walk and see what's in the fridge tomorrow. As always, rate, comment, subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.